everyone, long time no see, and for that I really deeply apologize. It's been, I think, what, 2 months or so since I've been able to post a video. I barely got this channel started and basically disappeared on everybody, and for that I am really, really sorry. Just some things came up, some major family situations, some severe medical concerns, and also some major work changes, all within like an 8-week period. Some of those are still going to be ongoing, so I'm going to try to post as much as I can. I'll probably get some videos up this month, and at least I'm hoping 1 or 2 in November, but as the holidays roll in, I know my work gets really crazy and hectic, so it's probably going to slow down a lot, especially for December. But come January, I promise I have some really good ideas. I've been already noting a lot of them that I want to do, things to discuss, and topics and whatnot. So I hope it'll really pick up then. Honestly, I kind of wish I'd waited on starting this channel until then, but it is what it is, and I'm going to do the best I can with what I've done. So that's what's going on there. One of the big things also you've probably noticed, possibly if you've seen the past videos, especially my book newbie tag, is the channel name. I've changed that away from my online social media handle to just something that's a little easier, I hope, to pronounce. My name's Jamie, if you haven't seen those. So, and right now just sticking with The Curious Geek is just a type of brand, I guess, mainly because I do have a wide variety of interest in all things geeky and nerdy. So we're going with that for now and see what you guys think. If you hate it, let me know. If you love it, let me know. Just wanted to do something easy that I can actually make work without being too personal. I didn't like some people I know go by their names. I don't want my first name, but I don't like my last name going out, and wanted something that you can differentiate. So I don't know if it's too simple or not. Let me know. So what have I been doing lately? Well, like I said, I haven't been doing a lot of reading, or anything, but I have done a few things, and I'll share those with you. We'll start with books. One of the things I just recently finished was Howl's Moving Castle, which I really enjoyed. I'm hoping later this month to do a comparison of that to the movie, the animated film, and share that, my thoughts on that with you. So both I've really enjoyed, but there are some major differences, and I'll share those later. But that's one thing I have read. I also started this manga series here. This is Skip Beat. This is actually a 3-in-1 bind up, so from the library. This is actually a reread of a series for me. I love this series. I wish I owned all of it. Unfortunately, for a series I love, I'm disappointed that I only have the bind up of the first 3 volumes. I believe it's like 42 volumes long right now, although I think English is only up to like 40 or 41 translated to English. I'm not sure on that. So I'm going to get as far as I can with that series. It's one I adore. I highly recommend it. It's by Yoshiki Nakamura. Really cute, good comedy, a little bit of romance, really a lot of depth. It starts off kind of light, but it really gets deeper into some real situations with these characters that I really love, and I completely fell in love with them. One of the other books that I'm currently reading, I don't have the physical copy of here because I'm reading on my Kindle, so I have no image to show you, is Crescendo. It's the sequel to Hush Hush by Becca Fitzpatrick. I just barely started that one. I'm hoping it's pretty good. I liked the first one but didn't love it, so we'll see what my thoughts are after this one. I'm going to give it one more chance before I decide my final thoughts on that thus far. The other I just recently started here is this one here. It's The Past is Rising by Catherine Bywaters. This is one of the books I had actually hoped to read in August, but when everything came up, it didn't happen. My reading stuff got cut by over half of what I was hoping to read that month. So that's one I am currently reading and working on. After that, one of the ones on Upstart here is Unraveling Stories. This is by S.J. Garrett, is what it says. Her name's Stacy. I actually met her in person at a Renaissance fair in August, and we got talking. She had a bunch of her books out, and I picked this one out. She's recommended this one as one if I liked video games and fantasy as the perfect read out of her collection. So I'm going to start here, see what I think of this, and possibly check out some of her other future works as a local author. I'm really excited for that one. Being it's October, Halloween's coming up. I love, love Halloween. So, of course, gotta go for some scary and horror and things like that. So, to kick off this month here, I'm hoping by this weekend to start this one, if not next week, depending how the other couple books go first. I usually have 2 to 3 books going at a time, so we'll see. Is Nosferatu here by Joe Hill. It's a bit of a larger book, but not too large. I'm also tentatively thinking of doing Stephen King's It, but we'll see. And a few other books thrown in as I have time. So that's kind of what I have plan to read. I'll try to get through some others book-wise, and I'll let you know my thoughts on those more as I get through them. Gaming-wise, like I said, I have not been able to play any games, but I did in January. Start a game that I'm looking forward to continuing, because in January it's one of its sequels comes out. It's one of my favorite game franchises ever, and that is for Kingdom Hearts. So I've been revisiting the earlier games and replaying those. It's been a while since I've played them. Honestly, I'd given up any hope of more games coming out. I thought it was done, but no! So this game better come out on time in January. But in the meanwhile, I'm revisiting these and having a blast with those. I started it a little bit, didn't get too far into the replaying, so that's my goal for this month. Watching wise, well, we've been watching with my husband. We just finished is Full Metal Alchemist, the series here, and then last night we literally just started watching Brotherhood so he can see the comparison of the two and decide which one he likes better. So we'll see what he thinks of those. Together, we've also been watching the Star Trek Generations on Netflix. It's one of the shows we've been watching, along with the 100. So those are kind of our evening watching as we have dinner, things like that. On a personal level, I've also recently started How to Get Away with Murder, which I'm actually really enjoying so far. I'm 9 episodes in, I think, so I have a ways to go, but that's what I've been watching on my time. For movies, one of the things that we've seen lately was Smallfoot. We did a double feature and saw Smallfoot and The House with the Clock in Its Walls, and both were pretty enjoyable. A little bit let down, I think, with Smallfoot. I was hoping for a little better, but it was still pretty good. So, in The House with the Clock in Its Walls, getting everything tongue-tied today. Sorry, very little sleep last night. That was about what I expected it to be. It wasn't great, but it was enjoyable. We also saw The Nun shortly, a couple weeks before that. That was pretty good. Great time of year to see that one. If you haven't yet, go check it out in the theaters while it's still there. For at home, one of the movies I've had on my DVD shelf that I've yet to ever see, it's been sitting there for a while, I got it at a yard sale, is The Blob. So this is one of my goals to watch this month, being that Halloween's coming up. I figured, okay, that can fall enough in line, I hope. Anyways, always looking for recommendations. If there's anything you'd love to read or watch, or hey, any horror games you guys like to play. One of my favorite franchises is Silent Hill. If you haven't played that, totally good and worth it. But if you have any like horror games you'd like to play, or books or movies or recommendations or shows that go in with the theme of Halloween, I'd love to know down below. So let me know, and have a great day, everyone.